Hello friends, I am Prashant Joshi and you are watching ePragya channel. Friends, in today's video, I will discuss my top 5 list of software which I use for recording my screens, computer screens, webcams and our audio. Friends, if you are an educator or you are having a business and provide some business solutions by the mean of supporting e-content, then you can use this e-content generation methods. Let's check it out. All these softwares which we will use are either open source software or it can be freewares or are natively available softwares only. So we will look one by one all of these. So in my list, number 5 is the game bar on Windows. As we all are aware, if we see our nearby environment, most of us have Windows operating system on our laptops and desktops. As the fact says, more than 80% of the available operating system is Windows operating system. And specifically, if we talk about the Windows operating system, then Windows 10 have more than 65% of market share in the past December 2009. But if we see the last month's report, then after the revoking of the customer support of the Windows 7, the bar of the Windows 10 has also risen. Windows operating system have more than 73% of the market share of all over the Windows variants. We will leverage a utility available in Windows 10 which can be used for recording our audio as well as screen recording. So basically, natively, the facility is for game lovers. The game lovers, they can record their ongoing games. So we can leverage this facility to record our sessions. So what we have to do is, first of all, we have to check how we can enable these settings, how we have to configure these settings so that we can utilize this facility. The game bar facility available onto our settings. So what you have to do is, you have to press the window key and the I key, or alternatively what you can do is, you have to press the window key and going to the settings, you have to choose game bar subsettings. So what I will do is, I have to press the window key and now I am having option of the gear icon I am having here. So I have to open this setting box and now Windows setting is displayed onto my screen. Here you can see the gaming subsettings are available, similarly privacy subsettings are available and many more. But these gaming and privacy settings are of our interest. So first of all, we will look upon the gaming settings. On the game bar, what you have to do is, you have to check it out whether we have enabled this service on or not. So if your settings are disabled by default, so you can record game clips, screenshots and broadcast using game bar. So you have to enable this setting. Similarly, you can see many more shortcut keys which can be utilized while recording. Furthermore, the second option which shows the capture, we have to ensure that our parameters for the recording are set properly. All these parameters are set into the capture subsetting of our Windows setting. Now coming to the main settings, here the privacy setting tab is mentioned. Here we have to check whether we have provided sufficient permissions for Gamebox to record our audio as well as our video. So I am going for the camera permission is shown here. So I have to check on the last application, that is the Xbox game bar, so that is on. So if you have such permissions disabled onto your desktop or laptop, then you have to enable those settings. Similarly for the microphone, I have to again check it out. We have given permission So after checking the permission, now what we have to do is we have to open our Xbox game bar. So for that purpose, we have to simply press the window key and the G key. These multiple windows will be open in front of us. So here, after giving the permission, our screen recording as well as our mic all are enabled. So now we can record our screens. For the training purpose, I have recorded many clips. So all these clips will be shown onto the gallery. So if we want to record any PowerPoint presentation, so what we will do is we have to simply, first of all, we have to be open that PPT and thereafter we have to record that. So first of all, one of my PPT is already opened here. So I will open that PPT and then we will press this recording button. So now I have opened a PowerPoint presentation and now I am pressing the window and G. Now I will press to start recording. Now as you can see here, recording has already been started. So this is my previous PPT which I created for showing screen recording using the Camtasia. Stop using the stop recording button, or we can press our shortcut keys to record the recording. So now we will check it out. Can be seen using the open file location. So this is the file I have created on this date on that particular time, and we can open using this open file location. So this is the today's file. So friends, Xbox game bar of Windows 10 can be utilized for recording our screens as well as our audio. So these are the few steps which we have followed to record our screens. So now we move to our item number 4 of our list. So Cam Studio is a free and open source software. It captures screencasts. So AVI, GIF and MP4 files can be created using the Cam Studio. Similarly, it can capture with or without mouse cursor. We can capture specific region, screens or a particular window using Cam Studio. We can capture mouse clicks and the keystrokes. We can mix audio recorded from microphone and speaker output. And further, we can capture from our webcam too. We have the facility to configure the shortcut keys as well. We have created a dedicated video for the Cam Studio. So if you want to check it out, you can refer our previous video using the I button or the link specified into our description. So moving towards the item number 3, that is the flashback. You can use the link provided onto the top of the screen to download and use this software. This software also has very special features, like we can capture anywhere on our PC screen. Similarly, we can record webcam footage and we can also provide our audio commentary. Further, it also gives us the facility of no limit on movie length. We can record videos of a bigger length without having any watermarks, and we can also share and upload onto our social media accounts like YouTube or any other medias. So this is a very good software. We can use this. So flashback has the interfaces as shown to our screen. So we will have a live demo of this software. So as presented here, we have such a menu with having the recording options. This shows our previous recordings here. We can export or save to our online available options. We can export our recording because when we create this recording, it will create a project having extension FBR. So we can export it into our desired file format. So like if we want to output it onto the MPG or AVI or Windows Media video, then we can provide the desired output format. So going back to our screen, the second option is the set timer option. Here we can set the different timings. Similarly, using the setting options, we can provide or we can customize various settings of this software, like from where we have to record the sound using the available options of our PC, what would be the sound format, and what would be the quality of the compression. So many things can be adjusted and used using the various options available onto the setting. Likewise, the webcam settings, recording mode performance settings, the desktop. If you want to record the keystroke, then how we can configure. Likewise, the various hotkeys we can assign here, and many more features are available. The amount of the file size which should be there. So all these features can be configured using the setting options. So we will again moving back to our previous window, and similarly help for the basic help, the online and the offline, both type of helps are available. In the area option, here is a drop down, we can select a full screen, a region or the window. So that can be adjusted or configured using the area which we want to record. Similarly, the microphone, all the available option will comes here. So I am using my default audio, so that can be selected. Similarly, sounds, any sound which should be used for recording, whether we want to record the PC sounds onto our video or not during the capture, so we can set it on or off, it's up to us. So using the webcam option, we can select our desired webcam if we want to use our webcam during our screen capturing. Here all the available cameras depicted. As I am not using webcam, I will let it unchecked. And finally, we have the record option. So if we will record, I press the record button, we will get such animation, and then our screen recording, as you can see, has already been started. So this is check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 10 seconds of recording has already been done. You have made a recording, and now if you want to play it, we will play. So here we can see our recorded clip is presented here with some mouse cursor are also there. Furthermore, after the recording, if we want to make some few changes, that is also available with the given video editor. So now we move to our next software. On number 2, the software is Captura. This Captura software can be downloaded from the GitHub repository of softwares. So the link is shown to you on the top side. This software is a freeware, and it is also available as a setup, as a exe, or we can also download it like a portable. In portable software, we can directly use that particular given file to directly run. So we need not to install the portable files. Similarly, as our previous softwares, this also captures screenshots, screencast with multiple available formats. It can also record specific region, screens or given windows. It also has the facility to mix the audio of the microphone and the speaker both, and it also has the facility to capture the webcam output. Captura can also capture mouse clicks and keystrokes. It also has the facility that we can record with and without the mouse cursor. And likewise the previous or any available screencast software, screen capturing software, it has a configurable hotkeys too. So we will look how this software can be work. So interface of Captura is shown to you. We will look a live demo of this software too in very brief. As shown onto the screen, Captura has the given interface. If you want to include the cursor, we have to check this icon. Similarly, if you want that left click or the right click that should be recorded, we have to check the second option. If we want that our keystroke should also be included, we have to check the third option. Similarly, if we want a particular timer should be available onto our video, then we can check the fourth set timer or elapsed timer functionality. Likewise, the left pane shows various commands. We are already in the home screen, so source of video is to be selected from these options. Like if we want only audio to be recorded, we can set the first option. If we want that full screen should be recorded or captured, then we will use the second option. Similarly, if we want a particular region or the screen should be recorded, we will use the third option. A particular window can be recorded. With the fourth option, a particular region can be selected with the fifth option. And if we want to record the games, then we have to utilize this final option. What video encoder we want to use? So many options are also available there. We will let the default option to be selected. Similarly, what should be the frame per second? 30 FPS, which is the maximum one. We can also select the quality. And now the most important one, how we will record the audio. So all the available options will be depicted here and we have to select, because I am already using my audio with the different software, so audio option is not available here. Likewise, various options for the webcam will be visible under this webcam drop down list. If we want to preview, then we can also use this preview button and you will see a preview option that will be shown onto the top of the screen. If we want to only capture a particular screen like an image, then we can utilize the various options available onto the downside of this panel. Similarly, we have another options what recently we have done, that will be comes under this recent panels. If we want to do some configurations, then all these settings can be done. Likewise, our softwares, language, pre-recording, countdown, etc. So many options will come under this configuration. The important settings that comes under this gear icon. This software can be used for screencasting. So we can use these proxy settings and many other settings for our screencasting. We can configure our hotkeys for recording and many other work for a screen capturing software. Likewise, the file naming convention all can be set using various commands. So similarly, screencast, screenshot, FMPG. If we want to stream our video, then we can utilize the last options too. So if we want to start our recording, we have to use this record and stop button. If we want to only record our current screen, then we have to utilize this screenshot functionality. So now we will move to our next software. In lists, last but not the least, the most important and my personal favorite, that is OBS Studio. So this OBS Studio is not only for screen recording and capturing, but also for live streaming, and with the facility of cross-platform availability of this software. This software have high performance, real-time video audio capturing and mixing facility. It also have facility of creating scenes which is made up of multiple sources including Windows captures, images, text, browsers, Windows, webcams, capture cards and more. We can set multiple numbers of scenes. OBS Studio set up an unlimited number of scenes and we can switch between these scenes with the facility provided of custom transitions. So now we will check it out how we can configure this OBS Studio for our screen recording, webcam recording and audio recording purpose. So first of all, we will open the OBS Studio software and we will have the interface as shown onto our screen. On the left side, the first pane is showing various skins which is already presented here, or we can create as and when we require. The second option is for the sources, how many sources we use to produce a video. So these sources are collected in our sources. So here in scene number 2 we have these 3 sources. On the next side, that is the audio mixer, the live audio which we are getting, their levels, everything is depicted into our audio mixer. And then the scene transition, if we have multiple scenes, then these scene transitions can be utilized. And on the final side, various controls. If we want to start the streaming, then we will use these buttons. If only simple we want to start recording, then we will use the second button. And similarly, and the studio mode can be utilized using the third button, and the various settings of this software can be configured using the setting button. Here you can see the various settings. For the general purpose, the output, we have kept all the default values here. I have not changed anything like the source alignment, snapping, projector, system tray, preview. Everything is kept as it comes by default. For the streaming, we can utilize our second tab here. Similarly, for the output, here we can adjust where we want the output should go. Like here we have set the default path for the recording. Similarly, what should be the quality, so we can adjust the quality also, and what encoder we use to encode our video. So all these parameters can be set using the output tab. Further, the audio can be used and utilized if we have multiple sources of the audio. If we want to mix multiple audios, then we have to utilize this audio option. But in our case, we have a simple mic, so we will not change these default settings. Similarly, we are also having a base simple input, so we will not going to change these settings also. Although what we can do is we can set the resolutions of our canvas. So if we want to change, then we can change as per our need, as per our requirement. But for our case, we want to record for the 16:9, so this resolution is perfect for our recording. So we will let it as it is. If we want to change the FPS value, then also it is available on the last option. I also keep the default values here. Similarly, the hotkeys can be configured using the hotkey options here, and more advanced facilities are available into advanced tab. So we will again go to our basic view of our software. So now we will see how we can configure our screen recording for basic PPT, webcam and audio inputs. Basically, we will have 3 sources. First of all, we have our screen output, that is our PPT window. The second thing, that is our webcam if we want to record that. And third thing is our audio, which will come from our any mic. It can be inbuilt mic or some external mic which we are using into our system. So accordingly, we have to add our 3 sources. So I will add them one by one. So first of all, we have to click on the sources and the plus button, and here audio input capture I have inputted here, and then two options are there, create one and add existing. So I am having a already existing one, so I will add it there, and then we will click on again plus button, click on the video capture device, and again I will create a newer one. And here I got my web camera input, so I will just by default click on the OK button. After adding mic and my web camera, now I have to add my PPT screen as a input to our recording canvas. To add PPT as a screen, now we have to do a very important configuration. We have to set a parameter onto our Microsoft Windows PowerPoint. So just look at that. On the slideshow, there is your option in the setup. There is a setup slideshow. So by default it is selected as a presented by a speaker full screen. But if we will remain onto the first option, we will not able to see that as an input into our OBS Studio. So always we have to set it onto our second radio option. So I have selected that, and now I will click on the OK. And now we are moving towards our OBS Studio project window. We have to click on the plus button, and then we have to select window capture. Then we have to click on just OK, and we will have various windows as our input. Now I have to select screen audio webcam capturing PPTX. So my PPTX is already running onto the background, so I will just select that, and after selecting I will get that display here. And now I have just opened it, so I have to just click it OK here. And now as my video capture device, my webcam is on the beneath side on the background of my video capture, so I will put onto the up side. So I have just set it onto the top side. If I want to maximize this window, so I have just zoomed it here. I want my video feedback that should be limited, so I have just set it here with some part, unusual part is just cropped here, which is outside the canvas. And now I have just set my all inputs. So now we will record a testing input, and then we will see. So I just here press here the start recording, and I will move to my PPT. Hello, this is my test PPT, and now various points pertaining to OBS Studio is presented to here. Now we have to stop our recording. Again, stop recording. Now we have to check our recording. So we have to go to our default recording path. What is that? Go to the setting, and now there is an output window. Here I will just copy the default path, and I will just press Window Explorer, Window E, and then Control V over my path, and we will see on the 14th May, yes, I here able to see my recording video. So we will listen the output of that file, and I will move to my PPT. Hello, this is my test PPT, and now various points pertaining to OBS Studio is presented to here. Now we have to stop our recording. So we just saw how we can configure our OBS Studio project for recording our PPTs with webcam and audio. So these were my 5 softwares for screen capturing with webcam and audio recording. If you like this video, just give the thumb up option. If you have any suggestion or query, just write down onto our description. Thank you.